Hello folks, Junkie Rock 13 here. Everything vaping related, it's Junkie Rock 13. My real name is Ross Sanders, and today we're going to be taking a look at a Cartomizer tank from fluidvaper.com. It is known as the Flask tank. This is the standard size Flask tank. There's two different sizes. There's an extra large and a standard. The extra large is for the extra large Cartomizers. This is for the standard Cartomizers. We're going to take a close look at it and see what I think of the Flask tank. Let's get right to it. Okay folks, so here we go. Here is the close-up and the unpackaging of the Fluid Flask tank. This is some kind of unique packaging that Fluid Vaper uses. Nice rubber ends here. Very safe in shipping. And I've never seen anything packaged like this. Very nice. Nice little touch. Alright, so I'm going to just take off these rubber caps. Okay, just place these off to the side. Whoa. Nice tight fit. And then they're in this clear plastic labeled flask sheet of paper. Okay, I know I seen one that Phil actually had a certificate of authenticity. I just got a plain white piece of paper. Okay, and then we have another piece of foam for protection, and then yet another layer, this rubber mesh here. Okay, and then we have the Flask tank. Now when you first see the Flask tank, you'll notice the difference from other Carto tanks is that we have a sleeve or a designed sleeve to protect the tank, but it also gives you the opportunity to still see the inside where your juice is. Okay, I'm going to just rip this down and explain the different pieces. Right here we have a fast fill or quick fill drip tip. It is not going to fit any other device. It is not a 510 drip tip. Has this base which is part of the top cap but not the entire top cap. There is a O-ring in there that will come in contact with the Cartomizer. Okay, and a wide hole for great air movement or vapor production allowed through the drip tip. And the shape is pretty nice design. Now over at Fluid Vaper they do have some acrylic ones, different colors that could be purchased. I think they're about $10, $11, and you can switch up your Fluid Flask tank with a different drip tip. So then we will take a look at the actual sleeve here. Oh, excuse me. This drip tip is made out of food grade stainless steel, and the drip tips, or excuse me, the O-ring is made out of it is a Buna-N O-ring. I will say one thing about this tank is the materials that were being used are a very high quality and very high standard quality material, which is excellent. And over at Fluid Vaper, and I will repeat what a different reviewer said, they do take a lot of pride in the way they explain their materials, which makes it that much more important to them and what makes it more important to us, that the material being used are of high quality. The sleeve here is not stainless steel, but it is of aluminum, aircraft aluminum. You can notice right up here there are some little pits that match up with the Provari. I will bring in my Provari real quick just to show you. The ends right there are the similar design of the pits in the flask tank. Nice little design. There is threads on one end, and on the other end it's a little lip where the top cap of the tank is not allowed to come out or fall out while it is fully installed. This also protects anything like the tank itself from cracking. If you drop it on the ground or you hit it hard up against anything, it will protect the tank material. And let's explain the next part of the top cap. The top cap also has another O-ring in there for the drip tip, the quick fill drip tip, fast fill drip tip, to go in and have a nice seal. This is made of stainless steel, food grade stainless steel. There's another O-ring right here, and that completes the top cap when the drip tip is in. Okay. The tank material is PETG material. PETG, CNC cut. They say over at Fluid Vaper that this material is not prone for cracking. They have tested it up against juices that supposedly crack tanks. I have not had any problems. It is of plastic material. It is not of glass. And it seems to be working fine for me. Now the bottom section of the tank has some threads here for the sleeve to thread on. Okay. Another O-ring for the tank right there, and then yet another O-ring inside for the Cartomizer. And that is pretty much the individual pieces of the flask tank. So now I am going to fill the flask tank and put a Cartomizer in. So I have had a Cartomizer over there soaking with one of my favorite juices. This is lemon chiffon from the Plume Room. Okay, and just take this out and wipe it down with my paper towel. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. So here is a slotted, filled, standard resistant Bogue Cartomizer. I did only put one slot in it. That seems to be working just fine with this flask tank. And the way I will do this is insert it into the bottom. And because this does have some juice on it, it will go in there that much easier. I don't want to push it down up over the slot. And then just make it even with the bottom right there. Okay, so I'm just going to take the tank section right here and put that on right there. Oops, I'm knocking things over here. Then I will just take apart the top cap and just put this top cap section onto there. Then put the sleeve back into place. Tighten it all the way down. Okay. And before we put the drip tip on, I'm going to take my juice, a little bit of lemon chiffon, and I'm going to fill it. And this is the nicest part of this tank that I like, is filling it with ease. Right there. I don't have that much lemon chiffon left in the bottle, so I have to tip it to get the rest out. And good thing about this tank is that you're able to fill it up to the top all the way. Now, a lot of tanks you're not able to fill all the way up, but this is one that you can. All right, let me clean up my mess here. All right, so there you go, nice and full tank. And I'm just gonna put the drip tip on, and there we go. Okay. So there we are, folks. There is the Fluid Flask tank. And I will put this on a Provari because I like the way it looks. Oh, there we go. I didn't have it down all the way. Alright, folks. So there it is on the Provari, looking very nice. Let's vape it and see what I think about it. Alrighty, folks, there you go. There's a close-up of the Fluid Flask tank. This tank is a little on the high end for cost, but they have been working on new drip tips. Like I said, there are acrylic drip tips now available, and there's also different color sleeves, which is really nice. You can switch it up. And now they're also working on a Genesis drop-in, I heard. I believe it's going to be for the standard size tank, which is phenomenal. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to what else they can do with this tank. Yes, it's on a little bit of the pricey end, but I always say you always get what you pay for, and this tank is one of those quality tanks that you can definitely appreciate. I have a standard resistant Cartomizer in here. It is reading at 2.9 ohms, and I have it set at 5.2 volts. Let's give it a quick vape. Vaping great. The tank is really just a juice holder for the Cartomizer. The Cartomizer is really doing all the work for the vapor production and the flavor. But the tank has not leaked at all for me. It is a tank that you don't have to worry about it sliding up and down when you put it in your pocket like some of the Carto tanks do. This is a nice solid build. It grabs onto the Cartomizer really well. I'm really enjoying it. I really am. I use this tank all the time. I've always had my Zi Pro on my Provari, and now since the Flask tank, that's been a permanent fixture on the Provari now. So I'm gonna have to find something else to put the Zi Pro on, because I still love that device. Maybe I'll have to get another Provari. So the flask tank, I really like it. It is a nice build quality, works great. It's definitely a solid device. Fluid Vaper is also coming out with a device. It's called the Cyborg. It's going to have the DNA 20 in it, and it is a tube mod. I'm really looking forward to that device. So folks, if you want to check out the flask tank over at Fluid Vaper, I will leave a link down in the description. Check them out. Be kind to one another and keep on vaping. Take care, everybody.